guys, today I am going to show you what you can do with leftover salmon. As you can see, I have my leftover salmon that I made for you guys in my previous video, a General Cho's wild sockeye salmon that was delicious. Today we are going to use up our leftovers, and you can do this with chicken, you can do it with shrimp, you can do it with any protein that you'd like. I am going to do a stir fry lo mein. I just went into my fridge, pulled out any vegetables that I had that I thought would be good in a stir fry, and that's what I'm going to use. So I try to use up most of my produce so it doesn't go to waste. So as you can see, I have just a little bit of red pepper, I've got half an onion, I've got some mushrooms, I've got a teriyaki sauce. It's a gluten-free teriyaki sauce, and we are going to use rice noodles. They are gluten-free, and some broccoli and some broccoli slaw. The organic broccoli slaw was on sale, and I love that it has a variety of vegetables in there, so I bought that just to throw it into salads or stir fry, whatever I can throw it into. So I'm going to show you how easy this is. It's such an easy, simple dinner idea. I've got my pot of water here. I'm going to get that boiling, throw in my rice noodles, then I'm going to saute my vegetables, and it should be ready in about 15-20 minutes. Alright guys, I got my vegetables all washed and chopped up. It took me about 10 minutes to wash them and get them all cut the way that I wanted it. I like to chop everything a little bit differently just to give that variation. I'm going to shred my carrot into the stir fry and then throw in a little bit of that broccoli slaw. I don't really measure anything, I just kind of eye it. I like a lot of vegetables. You can use whatever you want. It doesn't matter which vegetables you use, just use whatever you like. I got 2 eggs that I'm gonna throw in there as well. I'm gonna saute my vegetables in some coconut oil. My water is getting hot, and I'm just waiting for my coconut oil here to melt, and then I'm gonna throw in my vegetables. Okay, so I threw in about a tablespoon of coconut oil. That is all melted. So now I'm gonna throw in my vegetables. I've got some broccoli here, some organic broccoli. I've got organic cabbage. I've got fresh raw ginger, some garlic, some mushrooms, an onion, and green and red bell pepper. And like I said, I'm gonna throw in some broccoli slaw, shred some carrot once that's in the pan. Then I will chop up some salmon, some leftover salmon that I have. I'm gonna throw that in at the very end. It doesn't need to be cooked anymore, so we're just gonna be warming it up at the very end. And I will throw in some eggs at the very end as well. Okay, so I have all my vegetables in the pan. I just shredded some carrot in there. I did end up adding some more broccoli just because I love broccoli. We eat a lot of vegetables. This might be too many vegetables for your stir fry, totally up to you. I just like to have a lot of vegetables with the noodles. So the water is boiling. I am going to use this whole box of stir fry noodles, gluten-free, non-GMO, and let's see, how long do I need to cook these for? 8 to 10 minutes. We're gonna dump the noodles in. I'm just using a set of rubber tongs that I have to stir this so I don't scratch my pan. I don't want my vegetables to be completely wilted, but I also don't want them to be raw. So I'm just cooking these for a couple of minutes on medium heat. Okay, so my vegetables have been sauteing for about 3 minutes or so. I have some of this everything bagel seasoning from Costco. I'm gonna throw some of that in. If you don't have it, totally okay. I just use whatever I have on hand, and I happen to have some of this. I'm gonna dump some on just to give a little bit of extra flavor and coloring. And then I also have some of this toasted sesame oil. I'm gonna put some of this in just to give a little bit of added flavor. It's unrefined toasted sesame oil. Really, really small amount. I try not to use too much oil. Stir that around and let it cook for maybe another minute or so. And then I did turn down the heat because I don't want my vegetables to get mushy. So my vegetables have been sauteing for about 4 minutes. I'm gonna quick whisk up these 2 eggs and throw that in with the vegetables so they can cook. It's for a little added protein boost. You don't have to use eggs if you don't want to, or if you have an egg allergy, totally fine. All right, just checked my noodles. They're still doing good. They need a couple more minutes. I am just gonna dump this egg in, just like that. And I'm gonna use my tongs to just stir it around. Once that's finished cooking and my eggs look like they're done, I'm gonna just throw in a little bit of the gluten-free teriyaki stir-fry marinade. My egg has been cooking for about 2 minutes now, and it looks like it's done. My noodles are done as well, so I'm gonna drain these. Took my leftover salmon and I pulled out 2 pieces and I just ripped it up with a fork. Took out any bones that I saw because I want to make sure my kids don't get them. I just threw it right on my dirty cutting board from chopping up my vegetables, because we only do simple around here, and the least amount of dishes the better for me. So I'm just gonna throw that into my stir fry. Okay, I threw in the salmon. I still have a lot of salmon left over, so I don't know if you guys saw me cook my salmon in my previous video. It was one fillet that I got from Costco, and we still have another meal here. I could throw that into a soup, I could throw that into a salad. So that one fillet got us 3 meals for our family of 5. But my kids don't eat very much. Now I'm gonna throw in the noodles, and I'm gonna throw in some teriyaki sauce and let that saute for only about 2 minutes or so on high heat. I just threw in my noodles and I'm just gonna mix this around. I'm actually gonna lower the heat. I don't want it on high. I've got a medium heat now, and I just emptied in about that much of the sauce. I'm gonna put in just a tiny, tiny bit more. I don't want to use too much. I want this to be a healthy stir fry. And I'm just gonna mix this around. All right, you guys, this smells delicious. I think it tastes great just the way it is. We don't like a lot of flavor, but you can always add more teriyaki. You can add soy sauce to it. You can also add peanuts or cashews. You can add whatever you want to your stir fry. So I am gonna take this off the stove because it's finished. And dinner is served. A beautiful stir fry lo mein with loads of vegetables, just the way that I like it. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be posting recipes weekly, if not more, of just simple, delicious, and healthy recipes that the whole family will enjoy. Thanks guys, and have a great day.